Okay, Wowtac's got another new light out. This is the Wowtac BSS V4. This is the Black Scout Survival version. This is they've had a couple of other different models. This is the latest. This is running the Cree XHP Hi 1 emitter. And this thing is punching out 1,785 lumens out of a 1-inch diameter head flashlight, but it of course only does that for 2 minutes and then it drops down. But you'll see in my shining that doesn't matter, and even 2 minutes is a long time. I did the video in reverse. I did the shining, did some testing, and now I'm doing this, and I'm finally reading the instructions. I had no clue how far through. I had nothing to go off from. I'd rather do it that way when I'm testing a light outside. That way I'm giving you a true feeling of what's happening. So I never did have it drop down, and I thought I had it on more than a couple minutes, maybe not. But we're gonna do a temp test on this because this puppy gets pretty warm. Not on high, but turbo. An incredibly long battery life. Max of 322 meters of throw out of a light you can slide right in your pocket. It's not a real big light, but it's wicked. A couple of the only other things I want to talk about is you do have direct access to turbo on it by pushing the rear tail clicky. The front clicky, you turn it on, it goes through your normal low, medium, high, low, medium, high. If you hold it on, you got your firefly mode. Just like Wowtac through night. But if you got it on, say there, and you touch the rear clicky, it's going into turbo and then it'll shut off. I do believe 1, 2, 3, you got your strobe. Now it comes with a strike bezel on the front, and this thing is actually not real sharp, but it can be. You could file this thing down and make it wicked sharp. Now that just screws in the end, or it's pretty rugged because I just threw it on the floor for probably the 10th time. It's got Wowtac's fully coated filter. If you look at it at an angle, it comes up orange. Let me screw it on quick. I'll show you what I mean. That is a dead orange, ain't it? I'm going to turn it down so I don't draw the camera out. So I got a orange, and when you go straight on, it's bright red. We'll be testing that out. It's actually quite awesome. Very bright. Doesn't affect the light too much. That's neat in itself. As far as accessories, I didn't even put it on. Nice belt clip. A lanyard. Actually pretty neat lanyard. Real neat lanyard. I'm going to have to take it out of there. Pretty heavy lanyard here. Pretty awesome. And then spare O-rings and a rear clicky and a side cover rubber grommet. And that's awesome. Complete set of spare stuff with it. Micro USB, which you charge it through here. Got your normal red and blue indicator for battery. I guess you can see there, my battery's charged. And I like a nice, heavy, decently made case to house the flashlight, which does a good job of holding it. You don't see that all the time with flashlights. I think every light should come with a good case. Internally, Wowtac's 3100 milliamp high drain 11.6 watt hour battery. This is an 18650. Build quality on this light is, by the way, pretty nice. Tail stands, but barely. But it will tail stand. Now what I want to do is real quick test it here. Now that we know it does say after a couple minutes it drops down, I'm going to put it in turbo, and I want to leave it on for 2 minutes till it drops down. And I'm going to take my temp gun. I want to see how hot this gets, because when I'm outside view showing you that video, you notice how I keep saying that thing's getting warm. So let me get the gun out. You can see on my thing, 89, 88, 89, 88, 89 degrees. So here we go, turning her on. What time is it? 8:56. She's on. Shut the camera off. Now, it hasn't been a minute yet, but I'm already over 100 degrees. Right up in there. 107 up in here. Hasn't dropped down yet. I don't think it's dropped down yet, and I'm at 100, almost 112. All the heat is more up in here. It isn't down lower. It's about 100 it's about 111 by the switch. Whoa, 113. Oh boy. That's what I'm saying about heat. 118 degrees. This, of course, is an XHP35 driven Hi. What was that? 856? It's been 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure it dropped down. Yeah, it did. So the highest I got was like about 117. It is cooling off. A little bit hot to the touch. You notice that. Oh, it's back on turbo. So 118. With all that said, it's rugged, waterproof, of course, IPX8. So let's get outside, and I'm going to show you the beam shots, and we're going to test the lux on it. Okay, got my lux meter 4 meters away, and we're going to shine this flashlight at it and calculate the throw. And I'm very curious as to what throw will calculate up to, because I'm doing the videos in reverse. I've already done the shining, now I'm doing this. And then next up, I'll talk about it. So let's see what happens. All I know is I shined it, that thing was bright. And the cat's attacking my lux meter. 4 meters away. See what that was. Alright, that was 1550 lux times 4 meters squared is 16 divided by the brightness of the moon, 0.25 lux equals 99,200. So we are going to take the square root of 99,200. Is there any way that that's possible? That's what I got. 314 meters. Well, it is what it is. I'm not cheating. I'm not trying to make it out to be anything that it's not. Wow. Well, that would be why it bounced off that 260 meter hill so well. There you go. Alright, so be prepared to be lit up by this little 1-inch diameter Wowtac. That tree is 62 meters away. This thing is incredible for how small it is. I find it hard that it punches out this good. It's quite windy, so hopefully you can hear me decent. We're going to move it down to 94 meter tree. And them trees back behind there are upwards probably 140 meters back there. And it does not stop, as you can see there. We get over into the tree line up here, right at the edge, is pushing about 240 meters. And it's doing that. Man, this light is bright. It gets hot though, so we're gonna have to test this thing out. But 94 meters away. I'm going to shut it off and turn it back on. Same brightness from what I can see. Pretty sure it's going to ramp down. If it don't, I don't know. And if I had already put the part in about testing it for heat, I won't have to. But if I didn't, I'll do it here. Do it after the shining. Man, this thing's really punching out there. We're going to walk it down the road, shine it back towards the house. Okay, down the road, and you're looking at my house with 100-watt lights on. We're going to end up firing this thing up. And look how well it lights up this wall of pine trees, upwards of probably about 150 or more meters away. You know, I got my white balance on auto. So hang on. Okay, that'll give you a better representation of it. Pretty awesome. you notice how it just drowns stuff out on the turbo mode. Now I'm gonna run the front clicky switch, and that is low mode right there. We're into medium. Does an excellent job just on medium and high. Will light your yard up. Now we switch into turbo with the rear tail clicky. Look at that thing. Wow. Now for to hold it on, you get that little firefly mode. Look at that thing. Gosh darn. Little tiny 1-inch diameter head. This thing is just wickedly bright. And then turbo. Oh, you know what? I gotta put that red filter on. Let's do that. There's the red filter. And it does punch out over 100 yards away. If you're looking for a decent light to run with a red filter, that tree that was 64 meters away when I was standing up there is roughly about 90 right now. That's that field we initially shined in. Of course, this is turbo, but excellent job. Look at that. Is that pretty cool or what? I really like this light, people. You said I have not tested the drop down yet or the heat, but I'm holding it. It does get extremely hot on turbo. But my guess, you're going to be over 100 degrees. And I have not had this drop down yet. Cool or what? I might go down the road and shine it back. We'll see. If not, that's it for shining. Pretty awesome, ain't that? Cool. Okay, after doing that little lux meter test, I'm back up to that tree line. Look at that thing. 260 meters, and it's hitting it good. And you're probably over 280 meters back in there. So this thing is this is hitting 300 meters. I'm pretty sure it is. That is awesome. Very impressed with it. There you are, the Wowtac BSS V4. Pretty awesome light. Actually quite awesome. You're looking for the XHP35 Hi emitter in a 1-inch tube light like this. There you are. Driven hard, over 300 meters of throw out of this little light. You ain't complain about that, can you? Check that link out down below for this awesome piece of equipment. There you go. Till next time.